Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody is not aware of this is a journey with an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each to an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at some legal updates for MMTLP. We're also going to be looking at ticker symbol MULN Mullen Automotive, and the focus is going to be on the recent news with regard to reverse splits, the stock price going down, and what the prognosis is for the future for Mullen Automotive. We're also going to finish off by doing a quick review of the weekly watch list. So let's have a look at, first of all, what's happening in the market. So the first headline here from ABC News is the US offers to drop some charges for now against Sam Bankman-Fried. So Sam Bankman-Fried is scheduled to stand for trial in October. So the prosecutors in New York are now saying they may drop several criminal charges, at least for now. And I certainly hope this does not mean he doesn't do jail time, because certainly if there has been fraud, then that needs to be accounted for. So it's the next headline here from Market Watch. Why there is a 2 in 3 chance that the US stocks will be higher in December. So there is a mixed outlook in terms of where the future lies in terms of the markets. So overall, a positive second half return in the Dow is likely in any given year, regardless of market valuation. So far, the S&P 500 has been doing better than expected. And the final headline I'm going to share with you here is from Bloomberg, and that is with regards to Binance. US has reached an agreement with the SEC to avoid a full asset freeze. So I believe this is good news. So the accord will let the crypto platform access funds for its operations. The SEC previously sought to freeze the funds, and that could have had a significant negative impact on crypto. So for now, great news. I'd like to start by giving a shout out here to Lazy Days, who's posted, how would you react if the bank announced closing on the 12th of December 2022? However, it unexpectedly closed on the 9th of December 2022. When you inquired how to recover your funds, you were told that you were misunderstood and were now out of luck. So this is essentially what happened to MMTLP. So it's a great analogy there, and certainly true. Next shout out here is to Metahead, who stated, no one is asking for special treatment. We know the SEC and the government looked into the scandal with regard to FTX. And obviously, if you understand the story of MMTLP, you will know that this is much, much bigger. A simple re-examination into data, needle in a haystack. They access so much litigation, no action from the government, no action from FINRA, no action from the SEC as of yet, nothing to show. Tells you everything you need to know about where retail investors stand. So let's now have a look at the update from a legal point of view from Hands of Steel, and this is in response to the New York ruling for Mark Basile, and what he stated, that he knows obviously everybody in the community is disappointed. However, the fight is far from over. We're going to use every channel to resolve this. His case is still ongoing, and if he doesn't win, somebody else will win. So the cases are going to keep piling, and how much time will FINRA take to defend? But obviously, as a community, let's try and keep up the energy. Let's now have a look at MULN Mullen Automotive. So we're going to start by having a look at the 1 month chart. So we can see over the previous month it is down approximately 81%, and on the Friday it was closed down just in excess of 12.46% at 0.2290 cents. So over the previous 6 months it is also down a staggering 96%, and we can see previously around about February it was trading well in excess of $8 and I think close to $10 mark, and from that time onwards it has come down quite significantly. And remember, there has been a reverse split in the middle to try to raise the price in excess of $1, but it's looking like that is also going to be difficult to maintain. So there have been some developments. We're going to have a look at them, and we're going to have a look at what the prognosis may be for the future. So first of all, I'm going to look at Schedule 14A. So there was announcement here. So let's highlight the area I'd like to focus on, and that is Section 3. here. First of all, there is going to be a meeting, and this is a shareholder meeting. It's going to be held on August 3rd, 2023, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So as investors, you should be able to hopefully attend this meeting, and it will be online, and you will be able to hopefully get access. However, the one proposal I'd like to focus on is proposal number 3, to approve the amendment of the company's second amended and restated certificate of incorporation to effect a reverse stock split of the company's outstanding common shares at an exchange between 1-for-2 to 1-for-100. Determined by the company's board of directors. So the maximum is going to be 1-for-100. The minimum is going to be 1-for-2. So the 1-for-100 is certainly something that, from a market point of view, the market generally reacts very, very badly to this. And I think the reason why they have announced this particular figure is obviously to maintain compliance with NASDAQ listing requirements out there. So let's have a look at some reactions and other angles on what this means. Let's now have a look at the response from the company with regard to what's been happening to the share price. So what the company have released in terms of a letter to the shareholders. What they've said is, we want to respond to the many emails and calls regarding the decrease in the share price. So they are saying since March 31st, 2023, the stock has declined 90% from approximately $3.25 per share. And on June 13, 2023, it closed at around about 32 cents per share, and we know it is still down from there. So the company currently trades at discount to its current cash position of $135 million, or 38 cents per share. So the company believes it is obviously currently trading at discount. So the management also believes we are in a position to meet the previously announced objectives for moving into the production and the sale of the Class 3 commercial vehicles during the quarter ending September 30, 2023. They're also saying they currently have $86.7 million of cash available. And the company have, in terms of a reminder to the shareholders, they have completed 2 acquisitions. Obviously, we know about these. On September the 7th, 2022, the Bollinger Motors became a majority-owned EV truck company of MULN Automotive, and December the 1st, 2022, they purchased assets of ELMS, Electric Mile Solutions, for $105 million. So in terms of the Tunica, Mississippi assembly plant, that's got over 120,000 square feet of manufacturing, and the company have also filed over 200 US patents, with 90 patents granted so far. So the company has also received $279 million in purchase orders from Randy Marion Automotive Group for the Mullen Class 1 and Class 3 EV vans and trucks. So this is what the company have responded to in terms of the response to the share price. However, I think this response is, most of this information is what we already know. However, what I think we also need to know is, what is the company going to do about this, and what are the next steps? What I'd now like to do is share with you reasons for the reverse stock splits. But what is interesting here is we have 2 versions. So on the 14A, on the left hand side, we have the version dated June 13, 2023, and on the right hand side we have a version dated June the 16th, 2023. So let's focus on the right hand side, and in blue we can see what have been the significant changes. So on the right hand side we can see what the changes are. Remember, these changes have just been over a period in terms of 3 days. So June the 13th, the story was on the left. June the 16th, now story is now on the right. So what they are saying is, pursuant to NASDAQ listing rule 5810, section C3A, the company had 180 calendar days until March 6, 2023 to regain compliance with the bid price rule. On May the 4th, 2023, the company effected a 1-for-25 reverse stock split of its common stock. And the company continues to fail to meet the $1 minimum bid price threshold. It stands the risk of being delisted by NASDAQ. So that is the key change. So that, I think, is why, and that is why we now have the explanation in terms of the latest filing, that they, in the next shareholder meeting, they are looking at potential 1-for-100. Let's now have a look at some reactions and also some potential reasons for what has been happening. So first reaction here is from Pizza Head 98, And what Metahead is saying, first of all, with regard to MULN Automotive, we're looking at a voting for a proposal of no confidence in the CEO David Mitchery, and there is a petition there. So from my point of view, I certainly think that the CEO David Mitchery could have done a lot more. He is also a CEO who's not been the best in terms of communication and updates with the shareholders, and I certainly think a change in management could be something that the company is needed. So David certainly needs to be more proactive and be more positive in terms of what is happening behind the scenes, and he also needs to be much more accountable to the shareholders. So let's now have a look at a reaction from the Frank Nez website in terms of why Mullen has been trading the way it has. So what he's coming at in terms of his angle, what Frank is saying is 81% of Mullen trading is now happening in the dark pools. So in terms of obviously analysis of this and reasons for this, he's basically saying obviously the volume surge to more than 280 million was up significantly from the average trading volume of only 26 million. Obviously in 1 week it went down approximately 45%, so that is very unusual for a stock. So what Frank is quoting here is Chart Exchange, and that is reporting as high as 81% of Mullen began trading in dark pools in June. Off exchange trading has been level between the high of 60% and the low of 70%, and this is basically suggesting that MULN Automotive's real retail demand may not be reflected on the lit exchange. So roughly 20 to 45% of retail purchasing power is contributing to the share price, and this is a rather unjustified number for a company that is still working on building momentum. So we do know that companies such as tech companies and bio companies and also EVs companies like this do face a huge battle out there to survive. And the other breaking news I'd like to share with you from Frank is with regard to the Mullen 3. He's now shared positive news on that in terms of production is starting in July, and hopefully that will contribute to the order that the company have stated that they've received. And finally, I'd like to finish off by giving a quick shout out to the weekly watch list. So this is a quick review of the previous week's weekly watch list. So some of the stocks that we called out included SIEN. That was up close of play on the Friday, approximately 30.5%. So great returns there. And on the week, it was also up 6%. Sophie, we also called out, up 20% on the Monday, from Monday to Wednesday, and also up 1.8% on the week. ORCL, again, that's been having some great momentum, and that's up 9.6% on the week. We also called out Adobe, ADBE. There were positive earnings for that. That was up 6.8% on the week. BRZE, that was up 5.7% on the week. We also called out IoT, that was up 5.8% Monday to Wednesday, then closed level on the week. SNOA, that was up 15% from Monday to Wednesday, and then closed down 3% on the week, but obviously all calls are not successful. DHC, that was up 20% Monday to Wednesday, so again a great opportunity there to take profits. And then there was a sell-off, and often like many stocks come down fast quite significantly, and this closed down 6.2% on the week. So if you would like to get the next weekly watch list, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.